What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. It's your boy Terabyt Reacts here in the house with some more Sopranos. Season 3 episode 2 is here today. Now, first episode basically concentrated on the FBI trying to bug Tony's house. They were successful in doing so, but there's so much that I'm worried about right now because I don't know if they're gonna figure this out, but um the bugging. So we kind of get an update on everybody in episode 1, of course, except Livia, which is, I mean, we kind of gotten an idea. Like, he said that he hired another a Russian. At the end of the episode, he was saying that he hired a Russian girl to take care of his moms. So I guess that's an update, you could say. At least we know she's still up and up, still on the up and up. So we'll see what happens with that. But of course, we see that now Anthony, well, he started to smoke a while. Last season he was smoking weed. You know what I'm saying? This season he's smoking straight up cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? He's at no age to be doing that, because I think he's in high school. I think he's like probably like a freshman in high school, if I'm not mistaken, because he wasn't in high school last season, right? Or was he? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure which grade Anthony Jr. is in. We got an update on Meadow. You know, of course, she's dealing with her college life. At least she's not doing anything crazy. So I'm kind of proud of her in that regard, because she's not out partying and stuff like that, which is, you know, I thought that's the direction. I mean, for the most part, Meadows has always had a good head on her body for the most part. That don't mean she didn't do anything stupid, because, you know, when she does things that are just crazy out there, you know, I'm at her throat. Because the thing about it is this, right? Meadow is she let's just say this, she was your typical teenager. You get what I'm saying? She's a typical teenager, and as much as you would want to reprimand a teenager all the time, there's still some very sweet things about, you know what I'm saying, the you know, especially girls. I worry about girls, because boys going to college, you don't really have to worry about them too much because they're boys. But girls, the stuff that I hear that girls do in college, man, like, it gives me headaches to think about it. It really does. It gives me headaches when I think about it, because the same way they're portrayed in media, like whether it's TV shows, movies, whatever, the college life, bro, I've heard some stories, man. And even nowadays, sometimes when you hear some women talk about their escapades in college and the stuff that they do, and I'm just like, and now you want to get married? It's I don't know. I don't know. It hurts to think about it. It hurts to think about it. And that doesn't mean that boys don't do stupid stuff in college as well. They do, but it's just, I don't know, it's just different when you think about it for girls, because it's just like, why are you ruining yourself? You know? Why are you ruining yourself? But some people will be like, well, I'm not really ruining myself. I'm just being free. You know, I'm just being free, guys. I'm just being free. Anyways, we're gonna jump into this episode, man. Don't forget to leave a like. Remember that all the episodes are available on my original channel, on membership, early access. All 13 episodes of season 3 is already available for early access. You can binge watch it. So make sure you go check that out. Yeah, that is me. Let's get to the episode. I'll see you guys for the review. Oh my god. What the hell? Is he bleeding?
Oh my God. Tony. Tony. Oh my God, Tony. Are you all right?
Uncle Ben.
What happened?
Hey, what are you doing here?
We had to drive back here because some schmuck stole the VCR from the common room.
Well, look at me. It's a great movie.
For a class, just finished. We're out of here.
40 grand a year to watch old movies? Who's we?
Just a friend from class, okay?
Mom likes lavender.
I'll be ready to bolt in a sec.
Mr. Soprano?
Hey.
Hey, I'm Noah Tannenbaum.
How you doing?
Appreciate you letting us screen here. Those Bose direct reflectors make all the difference. You a film buff? People say Hawks invented the genre with Scarface, but Cagney was modernity. Muni was not, so I give the nod to William Wellman.
No, I'm just gonna grab the bare naked lady seat and then let's hit the road.
Last year, this course is being offered. Images of hyper-capitalist self-advancement in the era of the studio system.
So you guys, you and Meadow, are you,
A little early to say.
what's your background, Noel?
Noah. I'm from Los Angeles, West LA.
No, what I mean is,
My family's in the business. I mean, show business. I don't know why they call it the business.
those old Tarzan movies.
My dad's an entertainment lawyer.
No, what I mean is, like, we're Italian.
Oh, my dad is Jewish and my mother's family is African American.
Tannenbaum, right. But on your application to Columbia, you didn't check Jewish, did you?
No, they can't ask about religious affiliation.
All right, of course. What'd you check?
African American.
So we do understand each other. You're, Titsum.
Excuse me?
Charcoal briquette, a moulignon.
What's your problem?
I think you know what my problem is. You see, your little friend up there, she didn't do you any favors bringing you into this house. Now, I don't know what the fuck she was thinking. We'll get to that later. See, I got business associates who are black. And they don't want my son with their daughters, and I don't want their sons with mine.
Fuck you.
See, that's the kind of thing I'm hoping to avoid. So when my little girl comes down the stairs, you're gonna say how nice it was to meet me. Then you're gonna go drop her off at school, and you're gonna say goodbye.
Mom, you want to see the Garden State? We're gonna drop by Hunter's. I want to meet Nella. Then we'll be back to pick up my laundry.
All right, so I guess we're gonna talk about it. I'll pull it back. That caught me off guard. That really caught me off guard. I don't know why. That really caught me off guard because I thought, I know Italians and blacks are not really cool, but wow. I mean, there were some very racist tendencies back from season 1, but we was getting all of it. I mean, we did get that one scene with Tony and the black maid, that was the lady that was taking care of his mom that one time, where, you know, he just basically said to her, you know what I'm saying, I don't want none of that weed in the house and stuff like that. Like, it's just some of that stuff, like, you know, I read this one comment with someone where it's like, what's wrong with asking someone if they smoke weed if they're from Jamaica, right? Somebody asked me that. Till this day, I haven't answered that question because I don't want to get angry about stuff like that. And stuff like that is really just, if I have to tell you why that's a little offensive, then you're just a lost person. You get what I'm saying? Like, if I really do, after I spent all that time talking about it, if you're still asking that question, that simply means that you're not looking for an answer. You're looking to get a rise out of me. You get what I'm trying to say? Because that episode that you commented that on, I went into detail about why it's a little offensive. If I'm going to, it's wrong to assume that about an individual because we're all individuals. Not because somebody not because I look like my daddy, that simply means that I act like my dad. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody is an individual. You got to judge people based on their individuality. You can't just look at a person and say, "Oh, you look like that group, so you act like that group." It doesn't make sense. You get what I'm saying? So to assume that is where the offense comes from, at least for me. I can only speak for me. You know what I'm saying? In a situation like this where Tony is basically judging this guy, this individual, based on what he associates himself with, which is, you know, he put African American, not Jewish. But why? You get what I'm saying? Um, the thing that it's just very weird to me that he would go that far, because he's like, he has business with black people, he just don't want them marrying his daughter, which is I don't even know what to say about that. It caught me off guard because I didn't know it goes that deep with Italians. That's where the shock comes in, because you know, as I said, when it comes on to certain things, they're still going to shock me because it's just, you know, it's there, but I don't acknowledge it like that because I don't judge people based on the group they're associated with. I judge you based on an individual, and your actions will tell me who you are, not what you're associated with or what the world puts you with. You get what I'm saying? So not because I'm a Jamaican, you can say that because we, you know what I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that it's not even close to being not even 50% of Jamaicans that smoke. It's not, I'm talking about smoking marijuana. I promise you, it's a very low percentage of Jamaicans that actually smoke weed. It is not a thing. It's just that it's so synonymous with the country when it comes on to how the quality of the marijuana that's there, that is just synonymous with everybody you like. Pretty much a lot of people that you meet, they just assume you smoke weed. So when I see Tony do something like this now, you know what I mean? Why did he go there? Why did he even did he see him? This guy, he looks nothing like your typical black person. Like he doesn't look, he looks like you. He's Jewish. You know what I'm saying? Like, he has your skin tone. And to judge him based on his bruh, that caught me off guard. I don't even know what to say to that, bro. I don't even know what to say to that. That's crazy. Alright, so he was at the fridge. Uncle Ben. Oh, that's the last thing he saw was the Uncle Ben rice.
I don't got time for these fucking attacks.
So good for months. If you didn't instigate things,
I instigate?
he's just a new friend, Tony.
You didn't see the way they were looking at each other.
You want her to be with him, just keep it up. Keep playing the race card. You're gonna drive her right into his arms.
Not if I cut off those fucking arms.
Stop it. Let me deal with it, if anybody's gonna deal with it. Make things worse with your bullshit, I'm gonna be really pissed.
I think I forwarded a little bit. Let me see something. You have to say something, Meadow.
Did you say something to Noah?
You're smart. You'll keep walking down those stairs.
You did. What did you say? He was all quiet, Hunter. She thinks he's a snob, and now he's just sitting out in the car.
Oh, you didn't hear me? Maybe if I say it in Swahili.
Meadow, can you come up here, please?
Wow.
What?
I need your help with this plan.
What?
died.
What? Whoa!
Your kid. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Really?
Svetlana just called. She said that after dinner, your mother went upstairs to get ready for bed. When Svetlana came up, your mother was under the covers in her nightgown. Svetlana thought she was asleep.
It's a whole range of emotions for me right now.
Svetlana's waiting for us over there.
She's dead.
I'm sorry, Dad. That your mom died.
Me too. Hey, your grandmother loved you. She loved both you two. Very much.
She was in no pain, Tony.
What about the cause of death, did they say?
Massive stroke.
Yeah.
So, she will not be finishing journal. I break promise to you, Tony. Does not often happen with me that these old ones get away with something.
A journal?
Those Granny Remembers books you bought her when the kids were born. She never touched them.
You know what?
Can't believe it.
What are you gonna do?
I'll call Janice.
Damn,
Speak to
Barbara.
Cucurelli. Oh no. I already called.
I didn't want any kind of service, Tony. No remembrance at all.
So we'll pick out a simple urn or whatever.
I'll see you there.
So Janice gonna have to come back.
Oh,
Anthony, turn that off.
I'm sorry. We all know how much you loved her.
That's not lost on anybody. He did love his moms, no matter what.
I can imagine how you feel. Yeah, well, what are you gonna do? Sorry, T. What are you gonna do?
I don't know how we gonna.
Suffer. Thank God.
God. What next, huh?
Hmm? What do you mean? What next?
I want the goddamn fucking bitch!
She was so awful.
Hmm?
What do I tell my kids when their own aunt won't even come to a funeral?
Take it easy, I'll handle it.
Oh, Janice. Janice. Oh God.
And then he goes, you gotta work on Columbus Day weekend.
Eat eggs, baby. Ace Garage.
You're not coming to your own mother's fucking funeral?
May I speak?
You got your sister sobbing.
May I speak?
Go to fuck ahead.
You may recall, Tony, that I have very good and valid reasons why I should not present myself in the state of New Jersey.
Oh, Jesus, that case is colder than your tit. It'd do you good to show up here at this point. Nothing to hide.
I don't do well at funerals, Tony.
Who
It's
does?
your
You
mom.
just don't want to get your ass out of whatever chair it's in.
I'm gonna hang the fuck up.
She didn't even want a funeral, Janice, but can't you come sit with your family during this stressful time? She was your mother.
Well, you can just get on a plane, but for us working folk...
Oh, listen to this. Woody Guthrie over here. You know, they got special rates for family death.
Yeah, half a full fare coach, which at this late date comes to $1,100.
Fully researched and everything, huh? All right, fuck it. I'll pay it.
Can I bring my fiance?
Fuck that. One seat. Coach. And if you don't show up, let me tell you right now, don't come breezing in here when it comes time to carve up the estate. I know you think Mom's got money buried in the house.
What are you telling people about that other thing?
Richie, he vanished into the witness protection program. It's the truth. Right, Janice? Cosarelli's funeral home, doing the Mara. Does Harper know his grandmother died? Him I'll pay for. Bring him down from Montreal. He is your son.
Hal is on the papers, Tony. He's, a street person.
Sorry, I didn't know.
You see, you're not the only one with problems.
Be there tomorrow.
Oh, so sorry to hear.
What are you gonna do?
How you feel? We lost Mom last year. You remember?
Who is this guy? Who is this guy?
Oh, Ralphie, I need to talk to you, and, Albert, you too. Vito, have a show you down.
Oh, Mel, she's gone.
No, she's so...
Come on.
Chad, this is a trip and a half, bro. Like, for real, bro.
All right, who gave the order to torch one of Albert's trucks?
One of the trucks.
Be quiet, Albert.
Talk to him. He lit up 2 of my dumpsters.
What's the matter with you? Both of you. We're in the newspapers every fucking week with this shit.
My crew is in line for the Raritan Township contract, okay? This guy over there keeps whispering to Albert.
Your what? What did you say? Whose crew?
You're the boss. You get to put in anybody you want over the crew.
You're a captain, Ralphie, when I say you're a captain.
And I'm going to turn up my hearing aid so I don't miss it.
Are you going to get cute with me? Or my mother lying dead?
Raritan Township, the recycling manager over there, Joe Zachary. He knows who's in line for that contract. But he keeps playing footsie with Albert. The next minute, he's threatening to go to the EPA, bust us all.
He said that? I fix it. No more fires.
It's crazy, man.
I'll use all my powers, all my skills.
Don't go crazy. I mean, you know?
And we're not envisioning any visitation hours for Mom?
Well, you see, she didn't want any service of any kind.
I find that hard to accept.
Is she still down at the hospital morgue?
We brought Mom here this morning. She's downstairs.
But there's going to be a priest or something, though, right?
Well, yeah, sure. A priest, I guess. But, when would that be?
You're not having a funeral, Mass? And I'm not trying to sell here.
Well, she was Catholic, but not religious.
Well, I thought maybe we'd have a shindig at the house, you know. After. So the grandkids could, you know. I don't know.
I can't with Janice. Janice is so fake, bro. Like, Janice, stop it, man. Stop with the fakeness, man. Like, for real, bro. Like, you're not convincing me that you're crying right now. You are not grieving. You didn't even cry when you hear the news. You know what I'm saying? Now you... Yo. Oh, my God. It's either she's putting on a show, she's faking it, or she's just a terrible actor at crying. Like, it's laughable.
I mean, I do know what Mom's wishes were, but not to have a wake or a funeral. I mean, it makes us look like we're unloving children, not to mention cheapskates.
Who gives a shit what it looks like? The woman expressed her wishes.
I wish to honor my mother.
There's a lot of things I could say right now that I'm not gonna say. What, you think we should do something now?
When she was young, she used to picture her funeral.
All right, fine. You want to do something? Let's just do it. Let's just stop talking about it. Cosarelli, you arrange everything. The wake, the funeral, you send me the bill.
I want you to know, Tony, that this all won't fall on you. I'll do a painting for the overleaf for the program at the service. Motifs from the Mexican Day of the Dead. Oh, one thing that I'd like to suggest very strongly is at the house, everyone gathers and each one can voice a remembrance or a feeling about Mom.
No. I don't want any of that California bullshit. People can drink, they can eat some gorgonzola, they want to yak about Mom, that's their business.
Here comes Junior.
Hey.
What a fucking blow.
Not you, too.
I'm serious.
What are you, breaking the terms of your house arrest?
I got a dispensation from the marshals. She's my sister-in-law, for Christ's sake.
My dad's very ill, too.
Thanks. Thanks for coming.
I don't know. So many of y'all told me he's wearing a fat suit. That's cool.
Thank you, Assemblyman.
I met your mom once or twice. I was, a proud Newarker.
Oh, hey. Reverend.
My sympathies, Tony. We talked about this day, did we not?
You know, State Assemblyman Gelman, right? From the 8th Ward.
Do I know this guy? You bet. Yes, we go way back. How are you, Assemblyman?
Well, Joe, you all right?
They're dropping like fucking flies.
It's all that charcoal broiled meat you people ate.
Nobody told us till the 80s.
I'm kidding you. Come on, you.
He actually took that serious.
Uncle said you wanted to see me.
I gotta talk to that wife of yours first.
Uncle Joe, come on.
This is a funeral. Enough of a soigne attitude.
Because Carmela's still giving him the middle finger for what he did.
What do you want?
I'm hoping that we can use this sad occasion to put bitterness and sore-headed feelings aside.
You tried to kill my...
Behave how Tony wants. You don't want to add to his stress.
There they are.
Hi, Uncle June.
Yeah, Uncle Joe.
How's that surfboard I gave you?
Ow.
Rafi Cifaretto. You got word to me.
So what does he want?
He wants to bump up the captain. The kid's been a top fucking earner ever since that rat bastard went in the program. You can't deny it. Rafi's whipped Richie's crew into shape over there.
And 3 months ago, by you, the rat bastard was the second fucking coming. Why do you do this to me?
Because I'm the boss of this family. You forget.
I forget nothing. Don't make me say things to you we'll both regret.
Go ahead. I'm fucking fed up.
Hey, I'm on the street. That's the arrangement. Stay home, clip your coupons, be a happy man.
Things are good, I grant you that.
Aye.
But this economy is so robust, you get credit for shit you had nothing to do with. Fucking chinks and housewives have been football.
You better be finished.
Joe Zachary?
Yeah?
Oh, boy. No fires. Tony doesn't want any fires.
Everyone, please, may I have your attention?
Oh my God.
At this time, we would like to ask you all to join us in the great room. Form a circle and sit anywhere, the floor, whatever, get comfortable.
Didn't Tony tell you not to do this?
And share a remembrance or a feeling about the woman who has brought us all here today.
God damn it.
Please, everyone join us.
Told you not to do this shit. Oh my god. Oh. Yo, she's not my family member, bro.
If you'd rather, I can invite them all back to her place. Janice, what are you doing?
Very good. We can all take a break from eating for 5 minutes. It won't kill us.
Okay. What's good for the goose? Well, most of you will probably remember that I have an extraordinary visual sense.
What the hell does that
When
even
I was
mean?
a child, my mother didn't let me rest on those laurels. She didn't flatter me. She believed that wildflowers blossom best among the rocks. Little wood. She was tough. But she was right. And she's the reason I make videos today. Tony?
Maybe you'd like to tell them how Ma saved all your childhood schoolwork and varsity leathers and none of mine or Barbara's.
You just did. Wrap it up, Janice.
This bitch is
I hear she
unconscionable.
didn't suffer. For that, we can be grateful.
Thank you.
Yo.
This is such a crock of shit.
Carmela.
I'm sitting here thinking I should protect my children from the truth about their grandmother on the one hand. On the other, I'm saying to myself, what kind of example am I setting? Evading and smiling, passing out cheese puffs over a woman that we all know was terribly dysfunctional, who spread no cheer at all.
Speak the truth.
This is my house.
Yeah.
Let her talk, goddammit. Get down now, I'll speak if I want. Goddammit, who are you? Minister of propaganda. For years under the yoke of that woman. Years. She estranged us from our own daughter. Ruined I don't know how many goddamn Christmases. I don't want to even begin to count. No, don't hand me that. Bullshit. You wanted it, you got it.
Yep. You wanted it.
Here, here.
From beyond the grave, even. This is a woman who didn't want a funeral. You all, her children, you ignored her wishes. Only after she's dead, by the way. She didn't want a funeral. She didn't want a remembrance of any kind. Why? She didn't think anybody would come. She wouldn't write down her memories for her grandchildren because she figured nobody loved her enough to read them. She knew there was a problem.
Truth was said.
There's desserts in the dining room if anybody wants some.
Yes, and they're all from Vesuvio, our new pastry chef, Bobby Vasquez.
Carmela said, fuck it. We out here. Yo. Bruh. Carmela. And that's the thing. In a situation like that where nobody really knows. Like, you don't know what to say. If a person was a terrible person, like, you have this thing where it's just like, all right. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I would tell you, I would give you guys an example. The episode is pretty much over anyways. I give you guys an example of what I'm talking about. Like, I don't think that I will be, like, we have traditional funerals, like, you know, Jamaicans and stuff like that. And I'll say this, I don't think I'm going to have very much to say if, you know what I'm saying, if my father dies before I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I'm going to have very much to say at his funeral. As much as I've just gotten to the point where I've just forgiven him for, you know, in my opinion, for me, I don't think he was, you know, a great dad. He did what he was supposed to do. And a lot of times you know, I've just come to terms with that. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's been telling me that for years. It's like, he did what he was supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? And in my mind, he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, I think that if my dad was a better dad, or he knew how to be a father to his sons and daughters, I think we would be way better off, or we wouldn't have gotten such a late start in much of the things that we did in life. That's not to say that it's guaranteed, but I think we would have at least have a certain type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? Going into certain things. If he had just spoke to us and not just, he never really, he doesn't give advice. He doesn't sit you down and tell you what it is. You know what I'm saying? He didn't feel like that was his duty because, well, I don't even know why, to be honest, because all my mom keeps saying to me, I don't know if she's told, you know, the rest of my siblings is, but pretty much all she has ever said to me is that that's just how he is. His dad was like that, so that's how it is. And I'm like, okay, so basically it's a generational thing, and it just keeps going. Like, at what point, like, none of my brothers that have their kids treat their kids like he did us. Like, none of us. So I don't understand why he could make that choice to be different. You know what I'm saying? But as I said, I forgive him, but as I said, like, when it comes on to, you know, if he passes before I do, I always like to put it in there because there's always the possibility that you know what I'm saying, I might die before he does. You know what I'm saying? Because nobody knows the future. So, you know, it's just the I don't think I'm going to have very much to say if I do say anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not that I don't love him as my father, because he was there, but he wasn't there. You know what I mean? Like, it was a situation where he existed. He was in my life. He was providing for us, making sure that, you know what I'm saying, we you know, we go to school, making sure we had clothes, and making sure we have food. He did the basic things a parent should do for their child. Right? So, can't fault him for that. But being a father, being a parent is way more than that. It's way more than providing the basic needs for a human being. As far as I know, anybody could have been in my life doing that. I appreciated that it was him, my father, but anybody could have been doing that. You know what I'm saying? So you don't get brownie points. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get brownie points for, I'm sorry, you don't. You don't get brownie points for doing that. You don't. You know? So it is what it is. It is what it is. And trust me, I was hurt for a very long time. And, you might want to look at it and say, oh, you got daddy issues, whatever. I don't have daddy issues. My problem is that even to this day, I just can't have a conversation with the guy. Because he still thinks I'm 5 years old. He treats all his kids like they're still 5 years old, going on 70 years old, still treats his kids like they're, like they're dumb. You know what I mean? Like, no life lessons to teach, nothing to I don't know if you think it's supposed to be secrets or something. I don't know what it is. It's just weird. It's just weird, man. Trust me, these are things that I'm talking about maybe 5 years ago. I couldn't talk about it like this. I would just burst out in tears because I wanted that relationship with my dad. I wanted that. Out of all of my siblings, I think I'm the only one that really wanted that really was looking for some guidance there from my father, and I had to get it all from my mom. You know what I'm saying? And even my mom wasn't great at it. She wasn't great at it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like if I asked my dad anything, he just didn't know what to say. Or, you know what I'm saying? And we can blame it on, his generation, or his dad never taught him anything, so he doesn't know. But we're not talking about it that we were living in an age where you couldn't have some sort of knowledge. Or I've talked to other people that was in his age bracket or came up with him that had way better advice than he does. So it's not necessarily that, it's not even necessary that when it comes on to this whole thing with him, it's not to say that he couldn't have broken that generational curse of, not having kids and don't have nothing to impart to them. Because listen, I have tons of nephews and nieces that I've given advice to. Am I, I'm saying, have I been through a lot in my life? Yes. Have I overcome a lot in my life? Yes. So those things should teach you some sort of life lesson to impart to somebody else. Whether friend or family member, it doesn't matter. That's just what it is. You use your life experiences to pass down to the next generation to keep them from making the same mistakes. It's as simple as that, and not even that. You're telling me I didn't get all of this intelligence from my mom, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know my dad is a smart person, but for some reason he just feels like if he tells us the secret to life, he's losing out. And that's just, in my opinion, just makes you a smart, dumb person. You get what I'm trying to say, guys? I'm not trying to like spew my guts out here, but like, even if my mom probably see this video, she'll probably be upset about it because I'm on the internet talking about it. But I really don't care anymore at this point. I really don't. I don't care if I say this to somebody else, because in some ways it's therapeutic for me to say it to somebody else, because I bottled this thing up for probably like 25 to 30 years of my life. Just couldn't find an answer till, just, you know what I'm saying? I'd ask my mom about it, and all my mom could say to me is that that's how he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how my mom and my dad has been married for 30 something years. For 30, I don't even know exactly. I think they probably hit 40 by now. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know exactly. They're probably at 40 years by now. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy to me. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I relate to this in such a manner because I really don't know. It's probably just going to be his family, his like family members, his brothers and sisters, that are probably going to be at his funeral talking about him, because I don't think it's going to be any of us that is going to really want to say anything, because we don't have a relationship with the dude. Like, we don't have a father-son relationship. We know he's there, but there's no relationship. Like, I literally can't even think of one time that I could probably go up there and give them a scenario where my dad give me some advice that helped me. Like, the conversation just never happened. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm not in a boat by myself. I know I'm not in a boat by myself. You know what I'm saying? I know that. I know I'm not in a boat by myself here. I know there's plenty of kids out there that goes through this. You know what I'm saying? Where they have dads that are there but not really there. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I've just gotten over the fact, you know what I'm saying? You know, so I just wanna say to you guys, I love my dad. Like, I'm not sitting here saying I hate my dad. I don't hate my dad at all. You know what I'm saying? I hate the fact that he couldn't be a great father. You know what I'm saying? That I couldn't learn anything from him. I hate all of those things, because I feel like a lot of the things that I went through, especially in my early 20s, just hearing stuff from a male figure in your life is just so important, man. Like, people nowadays, they look down on that, you know, all of these single moms out here thinking that they can really have that influence over their sons as a father figure. You can't do it, man. I'm telling you. You can't do it. A father's presence is so important in a child's life. Daughter or son is so important. There are things that a father can teach a child that is just, from a male's perspective, that can save that child from so many things. So many things if he chooses to follow it. But when you don't get that, and it's not that you know, there's certain things that your mom is just not going to know to teach you about, because you're a male, especially when you're a male. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, man. That just really reminds me of that. And I know I probably should have put this in the review, but here we are. Anyways, I think this just goes to the end of, probably the end of this movie or something. Damn. What? They just carted him and dropped him off at the house like that? Yeah, that's crazy. Anyways, that was a lot. I said a lot there at the end. This is not the first time that I've talked about that on my channel, so there's plenty of videos of stuff that I talked about, you know, about my life on my original channel, you know, and just getting through things, because sometimes, you know what I'm saying, as I said, stuff like this, just talking to you guys, you know, I don't know if stuff, you know, some stuff that I say help you guys to want to understand certain things in your life, and I try to give out as much advice that I can, whether you're young, whether you're older than me. It is what it is. I use my life as an instrument to teach, because, you know, there's certain things that I go through that the typical person is just not going to go through. And I know there's probably further bottoms that people is hit in their life that is, you know, way further than what I hit, or what I called rock bottom. You know what I'm saying? So there's just certain choices that I made in life. I'm not blaming my father for those choices, but I feel like a lot of those choices that I made, you know what I'm saying, could have been avoided, you know what I'm saying, by just having a strong sense of self, you know what I mean. And you can learn that from your parent just sitting you down and just talking to you, man. You know what I'm saying? I had better conversations with my cousin's father, like, that lived next door to me, you know what I'm saying, than what I ever had with my dad. Like, just having a reasonable conversation, because I don't want to toot my horn here in any ways, but I consider myself to be a very smart child. I was a straight A student in school. You know what I'm saying? I was a straight A student in school, doing very well. Like, I considered myself to be very smart, but also I made some very dumb decisions, which, you know what I'm saying, is very much so, like most kids, right? But when you're talking about having a conversation with someone, I was able to do that intelligently 5-6 years old. So I know I'm not a, you know what I'm saying, now I'm getting older and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, sometimes I forget shit, but you know, it's one of those things where you feel like you could be further in life if that constant was there, you know what I'm saying, if certain things were in place. Like, you just feel like that, but it is what it is, and I'm good. I still want more out of life, you know what I mean. So that's the thing about watching TV shows and stuff like that. That's why I'm not very typical when it comes on to being a reaction channel, because I try to do so much more than just watch the shows and get excited over stuff. You get what I'm saying? I try to teach you guys, because I feel like even though you might be younger, you might be older than me, and my experiences might be able to help you to understand that you're not alone in this life that we're living. You're not alone. And that's why I've always said to people, listen, I have a Discord, you know what I'm saying? It's not the most busy Discord out there, you know what I'm saying? It's not the most busy Discord, but if you want to talk, if you want someone to talk to, you know what I'm saying, that's how you can contact me and we can have a conversation. If you want to do a voice, we can do that. If you want to just text, that's fine too. You can reach out. If you just want somebody who has an open ear and just wants to listen to the stuff and we can relate, we can chat, we can kick it, whatever. You know, there's plenty of people out here that don't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? And I've just opened up my platform for that, because you know, some people, of course, they're not going to be like, I've spoken to plenty of people on Discord. You know, we message back and forth on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Helping them through things and all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. So, Sopranos here, man. Episode 2 of season 3, Livia's died. I think that hit me more than... It was very unexpected. You know what I'm saying? It was very unexpected that season 3 we are here and we lose Livia. Livia wasn't, you know what I'm saying, not my favorite character by any means, but she was a very integral part of the show. So, as I said, this show gets you so immersed. I was talking about this in the review of episode 1, where I was just like, this show kind of grabs you in a way where you're not necessarily a fly on the wall, but you feel like you're part of the family. Like you're just laying back and just watching all of this happens, and you're just like, you're helpless and you can't really do anything, but you feel like you could help, but you know what I'm saying, that's kind of the immersion of the show. So even though we know that Livia wasn't the greatest, you know what I'm saying, like, she just had this awful personality that's just like, and Janice, in my opinion, is worse. Janice is like, she's worse. She's more of a deviant than her mom is. You know what I'm saying? Like, she probably, I don't even know. Janice, I just don't like her. Like, I think that's the first time I ever said I hated somebody like in the Sopranos show. Like Like, I think that's the first. Like, I hate Janice. She's so annoying, bro. She's so annoying. She's annoying, man. She gets on my nerves, and they brought her back. Like, she just does stuff, and she's still like gung-ho about getting the house and, you know, searching for the money that she thinks that her mom got stashed away and all of this other stuff. Like, it's just crazy, man. But it was a great episode nonetheless. But it was very fitting. We got to see what it's like when, you know what I'm saying, like a boss like Tony, you know, loses their mom. You know, we got to see, I think Jackie died in season 1. That wasn't so bad. It didn't really concentrate on Jackie that much, other than just letting us know that he was the boss of the family at the time. Like, other than that, you know what I'm saying, like, we didn't really see Jackie on screen, so we didn't get to know him. Livia, we really got to know over the past 2 seasons, so it felt like you were actually losing somebody in your family. So it was very shocking for me. I didn't expect that at all. For Livia to die, massive stroke. It was very sad, because I knew that Tony was gonna be sad. There's no doubt in my mind that Tony loves his mom. Like, that wasn't lost on me. Like, he loved his mom, no matter what you're going through. Like, me and my mom has had very tenuous arguments, like tension between me and my mom. That happens all the time, you know what I mean? But it doesn't wane on my love for her. Like, you know what I'm saying, like, she may think you know what I'm saying, that I definitely don't like my mom sometimes. Let's just put it like that. I don't like my mom sometimes, but I do love her. You get what I'm saying? Because she's always gonna be my mom. Like, there's nothing against that, and not everything she does is going to be satisfying to me. You get what I'm saying? Or not everything she does is going to be in my interest, or whatever the situation is. There's this thing between me and my mom where it's just like, I have to pick and choose what I can talk to my mom about, because my mom is like this. If she doesn't want to talk about something, especially when it comes on to feelings, you know what I'm saying, she doesn't want to talk about it. She just want to grow old and die, I guess. I don't know what it is about these older generations. They just don't want to deal with that stuff. Is just like, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you should be an open ear for me. I'm your son. God knows I can't talk to my father about anything, or my, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I can talk to my siblings, but it's still not all the time, because they're just as busy as I am. So, but you know, me and my brother, like, we have those kind of conversations all the time, you know what I'm saying, just being real with each other, and, you know, just to have somebody to talk to, because, you know, we in life, even though, you know, you should talk to a person who's going to tell you the truth, and we do that as family, you know what I'm saying, you still need an echo chamber. I don't care what other people say about, you know, you should never be in an echo chamber, but echo chambers are good. They're good, but you need to have a balance, though. You can't just be around people who are just, you know, praising you and telling you everything you do is right. But sometimes when you are right, you need somebody to reinforce that, because a lot of times you might have doubts if you were right in a certain situation. That person can say, hey man, I feel like you were right in that situation. Sometimes echo chambers are necessary. I don't care what anybody says. But in any case, guys, that is all I have to say about this episode. It was a great episode. They did a good job. Other than, I don't really want to talk about really the racist stuff. I don't want to address that, because it was pretty straightforward. It kind of caught me off guard, because I didn't think that it went so deep with Italians. Like, and then it became a little bit confusing. Is he upset about the Jewish side, or is he upset about the black side, or is it both? You get what I'm saying? So we've already established that, you know what I'm saying, like, the older generation are just, they're just racist. That, I don't even know why that is a thing. Like, why is it a thing? Why can't a black person... I don't get it. It's, even though I know it's for a very, very bigoted reason, it's just you cannot sit me down and give me a legitimate reason why interracial couples is a problem. And you hear it in the black community too. This is not just about white people. You hear black people say that they would never let their son marry a white girl. And I'm just like, aren't you perpetuating the same foolishness? Aren't you though? I don't know, bruh. I'm out. Leave a like, leave a comment. I'll move on to the next one. Peace.